We're gathering today for a very special reason. We have a day of honor and respect for our public safety. We have a day of remembrance for those lost on 9/11. And we have a day of national service where we're going to perform a Medfest and Unified Festival. Pre-participation examinations as an interdisciplinary activity, as well as athletic activity in the form of fun zone games, bocce, and basketball. It's my pleasure to welcome you all. I'd like to make sure that you know that of the people that we have here with us today, the Mesa Department Honor Guard and Pipe and Drum will be posting our national colors. We will then hear from Dr. Randy Danielson, our Dean for the Arizona School of Health Sciences. Fire Chief, the Assistant Fire Chief, Corey Hayes, will deliver remarks of remembrance for our public safety fallen. After that, we will have a minute of silence while Amazing Grace is played, and we will be placing an honor wreath that is a tradition here at ATSU. Following that, the Piping Guard will play themselves out, and we will then have a Special Olympics recognition award ceremony, and we will have a number of distinguished individuals. So I'd like to welcome all of you, and without introducing every single person, I would like you to look at the back of some of the blue shirts. You're going to see the phrase, "All In." All in means that everyone here has multiple stories, and around you you're going to see people who have been involved in all sorts of activities, who are practitioners, and who are, in some cases, these participants in Special Olympics. I can't start the event without acknowledging a few people, however, that have made this event so possible. Please join me in thanking Dr. Tim Ferris, who is our Dr. Ferris is chairman of the Physical Therapy Department. He's a clinical director with Special Olympics, a longtime volunteer, and this event would not have been possible with him without him as co-chairman. Jesse Thompson, who is the Healthy Athletes Coordinator. And as I said, later we will hear from Dr. Phelps, Tim Martin, CEO of Special Olympics Arizona, and we will also be having some special activities that will be announced in the ceremony. So what I'd like to do is let you know that it's time for the Honor Guard. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mesa Fire Department Honor Guard. Honor Guard will now post the national colors. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please prepare for the national anthem? Michael Henry will be singing for us. I will tell you about him after the national anthem.
Reset! Up!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what's so real that we hail, and our twilight's last gleaming, whose much stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, a river dream washed, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, this incredible young man is an entertainer and an athlete, and he, of course, goes to school, so that means he's a great student. Michael has autism, and so sometimes that means to some people that he can't. As we all just saw, Michael can. So I hope that you'll remember that when you think of the people that are here today. It's all in because we focus on what people can do, and it's all about being included. Michael, thank you so very much for joining us today.
Thank you, Mr. Keenan, Mr. Ferris, and dignitaries. Thank you for being here. Today we observe Patriot Day, also known as the National Day of Service and Remembrance, in honor of the 14th anniversary of the September 11th attacks. We shall never forget. We shall keep this day as special. We will keep the events and the tears in our minds, our memory, and our hearts, and take them with us as we carry on. So let me publicly thank you for being there when we need you. I'm talking about you, our military servicemen and women. I am talking about you, our fire and police colleagues. I am talking about you, our paramedics, EMS workers, and emergency management personnel. And I am talking about you, our security professionals. Many of our students and faculty at ATSU have been one or all of these professionals. So today we honor and show our respect for those of you who are ever vigilant, 24/7. We owe our lives to you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much, Dr. Danielson. As you look around, you will see uniformed personnel who are here. Some are here for this ceremony. I would like to acknowledge the police department of the Mesa, Arizona region, and this is represented by Officer and Executive Officer Adjutant Elroy Garza. And you'll see Detective Garza taking advantage of the shade here. Thank you for being here, sir. In addition, posted around us, you will see individuals who have the initials CERT, CERT, Community Emergency Response Team. And these are individuals who are helping us today with communication, safety, first aid, and being vigilant while we're having our ceremony. I would like to acknowledge Warren Spector, who is the officer from the Mesa Fire Department that does the training and makes this possible. And he's included ATSU in this training. And in the near future, we're hoping we might be able to have a CERT team here. So please, let's thank Warren Spector. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the Mesa Fire Department Assistant Fire Chief, Corey Hayes. Fire Chief Hayes has a long and distinguished career, and we could go for our entire ceremony, acknowledging the contributions and the wonderful accomplishments of our Assistant Chief. I think it suffices to say that she's well qualified. Chief?
It is my great pleasure to be able to spend this beautiful morning, a little hot but beautiful morning in Arizona with all of you. I want to first thank all of you for being out here, for remembering our fallen, remembering those who've sacrificed the greatest sacrifice that they can give, their lives, in service to others. And I think that's exactly what this day is about, is service to others. We in the Mesa Fire and Medical Department, with Mesa Police Department, our brothers and sisters in the Mesa Police Department, and all of the East Valley fire departments and police force across this East Valley, all represent that to our citizens. And it means a lot to know that the citizens do remember. The most important thing that we can do as firefighters, we come into this career, it's because we want to serve. It's because we want to serve others. And I think that that's one of the greatest things that a person can do, is give service to others. And that's what we remember on September 11th for all of us. The greatest sacrifice that we can make is giving our lives in service to others. And it's beautiful to see this many people out here dedicated to that. We've benefited for years with a great partnership with AT Steel. We've had several programs in our city that we partnered with AT Steel and their physical therapy programs and the EMS programs that they provided for our medics. That's service to others, and that's what we try to do for our citizens, and we appreciate that same partnership. Please enjoy the events that are going to go on for the rest of the day and the weekend, and thank you for remembering.
Would you please join me as the students who are the student representatives from the various university departments. You had joined us upstairs. If you could come to the front, please. Today we have the physical therapy, physician assistant, athletic training, occupational therapy, audiology, SOMA, which stands for our osteopathic school of medicine, and the dental school, all participating. So why don't we have one of you special smiles folks come up. In a moment, we will be having a very special observance, and our honor guard is going to play a special song for us as we lay the wreath at the at the monument. I don't know if many of you know, if we look to the far side over here, there is a remembrance for 9/11 on a plaque. United we stand is what it says. It's a phrase that should mean a lot to all. So we will have a minute of silence, and then we will hear from the pipers. Students, would you place the wreath, please, as we hear Amazing Grace? Thank you. Stirring. Absolutely stirring. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honor Guard will be recessing, and then we will have the awards from Special Olympics CEO Tim Martin and Jesse Thompson. As they recess, can we please take a moment and think about America, what it means to you. I know what it means to me. I was born here, but I was raised in another country and returned. For me, it's very special. And although sometimes ceremonies become routine, for me, this is a very special time.
All right. Right. March.
On behalf of Special Olympics Arizona, great acknowledgement to Jesse Thompson, who, if you've had a chance to work with him as our Director of Healthy Athletes and Healthy Communities in Arizona, he's absolutely a wonderful asset to our organization and a great steward of our partnerships. On top of that, we can't thank AT Still enough for making us national leaders and international role models to the health movement for our athletes with intellectual disabilities. We thank you so much for having us out here, and we can't thank you enough. And for those future professionals that are going into your field, thank you so much for recognizing the fact that all of our athletes have great worth and great ability, and it's our job to bring that out of them. So thank you so much. On behalf of that, we want to present you with an award today.
Dr. Phelps, can you please come to the podium? Yep, thank you very much. And this is a recognition for healthy communities from Special Olympics International. So thank you very much for all that AT Still does for athletes and also for Special Olympics Arizona. Thank you. Also, I think it'd be appropriate to actually recognize some of the long-term volunteers that actually build this program. So can I please have Dr. Buck, Dr. Tim, Karen Falone, Jim Ferris, Jerry Keenan, please come to the stage. And please give these guys a round of applause, because without these individuals here, the program would not be where it is today. So thank you very much. All right, here you go, Jerry. Thank you for all that you do for Special Olympics.
Thank you.
Dr. Tim, there you go. Thank you very much. Dr. Buck, thank you very much. Jim, Dr. Ferris, there you go. Thank you very much. Last but not least, Karen, thank you very much for all you do. Please give them a round of applause.
It's my pleasure to introduce to you our leader. Dr. Phelps is the person who steers our big ship, and he's going to give us some words of wisdom.
I don't know about that. I think we have all the smart people out in the audience. So first of all, students, faculty, staff from ATSU, please raise your hands. Yay, all right. Thank you, thank you. This would not be possible without you. We love you, and we appreciate you coming out this morning to be part of the community, which is what universities were originally designed to do, is to share their knowledge, share their abilities with those out in the community, and we're certainly doing that today. What a wonderful program. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Dr. Ferris. Thanks for putting this together. Dr. Danielson, our deans, our program chairs, could have happened without you. And then first responders this morning and our veterans. Boy, that was 14 years ago. We remember that happened, and our students were, as we all were, shaken up. And we came together as a community, and we continue to come together as a community to do good. Dr. Still would treat everybody who came to Kirksville, Missouri, regardless of their ability to pay, regardless of what their physical or behavioral disability was. They were all treated, and they were treated with a smile, and they were welcome to the city of Kirksville. And if they didn't have enough money for a room that night, because they often traveled by horse and buggy or walked or trained, Dr. Still would reach into his pocket. He was by no way a man of great means, would take $1 out of his pocket and pay for that hotel room for that family that came to see him. And so that's the rich tradition that is carried on today by each of you. And as our students graduate and go out in the communities, you will be the leader of the next event like this. And I was just told that we are the only university to receive this Partner of Excellence Award. And earlier it was shared with me that AT Still University has become the model for working with people with disabilities of this nature. So today, you get to really do some wonderful things that will mean a lot in the future. So I think I have a special guest coming up with me and we'll all together make a cheer, right?
We will in just a second. I'd like to point out someone who's been able to get to us, and we weren't sure if you were going to join us or not. Misty Hyman, please. Ladies and gentlemen, a medalist with USA Olympic team. Misty's sport is swimming, and she was going to give us just a brief comment.
Well, thank you very much for having me. It's an honor to be here. I'm also the swim coach at Arizona State University, so we had practice this morning, so I was rushing over from practice. But it was really important for me to be here, and I'm really proud to be associated with the university with all the great works that you do. The greatest honor of my life was when I had the opportunity to represent our country in the Olympic Games. And I can't thank enough the people that allow that to be possible. All our servicemen and women that help our country function and keep us safe and protect our freedoms. I wouldn't have the opportunity to do what I do without them, and so I am especially honored to be here and to honor them today. And as we serve our Special Olympians, I have to say that there is an important reason why sports are such a great part of our society. It's because sports are one of the best illustrations of human potential. There are very few other places in our life where we can see so clearly the results of hard work and effort, measured in just hundredths of a second, in our case of swimming anyway. And I don't believe you have to do it on the world stage to win a gold medal. I truly believe that each and every one of us has an opportunity to win our own gold medal in our own way. And all of you volunteers that are here, you're doing that today. So I brought this here to share with everyone, and so if you'd like to take a look, I'll be hanging out this morning. I think all of you have earned it by being here today, and so thank you so much for volunteering. Thank you to our servicemen and women, and thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you. Misty is a spokesman for our oral health initiatives and also is a champion of whole person care. Bruce, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Special Olympian who's joining us, Mr. Bruce Clark. Bruce is not just an Olympian, he's also a staff member, so he makes it happen and then he does it. Bruce is going to lead us in the Special Olympics oath.
All right, everyone, please repeat after me. Let me win.
Let me win.
But if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt.
Let me be brave in the attempt.
Thank you, Bruce. Don't go far. Here we go, Bruce. Wait. We'd like you and Dr. Phelps to get this whole thing started.
Well, if I can ask everybody in the count of three, and Misty, thank you for those words. And you're right, sports is that language that everybody speaks, and it's something that everybody can do. And we appreciate you, and thanks for those great words. So on the count of three, we want to all yell, all in. Let's make sure that those neighbors over there call, because they're wondering what the heck's going on over here, right? Okay, we'll get a call if we're loud enough. All right, you want to count down 1, 2, 3?
1, 2, 3.
All